All right, just making another Bitcoin update video here. Question we're all kind of asking ourselves, is the top end for Bitcoin? Kind of want to go over that. Also want to talk about the Trump tariffs that seem to have actually been implemented. I think they just hit the wire here a little bit ago. I was going to pull up the news anyways. Trump tariffs looks like they hit the wire. Looks like it sent us lower. I'm also seeing some heavy spawn selling and just kind of updates on the chart I wanted to go over. So let's get right into it. First, I want to talk about what we were seeing about 2 days ago and kind of the developments we had. I remember I was talking about my brush tool. I was talking about being cautious up here. We took out these kind of equal highs and we had found some resistance. We traded back lower, and then it really did seem like on the start of Friday, someone with some heavy hands started coming in and T-WAPing the market, kind of just marking it up. Coinbase buying, if you were looking at it on, let's say, a volume graph was just like this. It just kept going, going, and going. And then it seemed like they kind of just, lack of a better word, blew their load almost right here at the local top. Then we kind of continued lower, and then we got the tariffs, and that just nuked us. I remember we were talking about a long from kind of this week, or this is the weekly VWAP here, and then also this kind of range high. Again, with the news, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. When you get some news like that, it's not just gonna, price isn't just gonna stop, especially when we've had some really heavy spot selling. I want to show that as well. So, just a reminder, don't just buy or sell blindly. You always want to look at the flows because that'll tell you kind of what's actually going on. So, let's recap something real fast as well. Again, something I really like to use in my trading when you get these kind of sideways consolidations. You can think about it like a distribution. They call it a Gaussian distribution. And basically, you just kind of want to buy near the lows, sell at the highs. It's a simple way to put it, but that's kind of how you can think about it. When price trades back into one, you kind of expect it to trade back to the other side, which is what we've seen here. And it also gave you a nice trade on the retest of this. They call it the value area low if you were paying attention on a Saturday. Anyways, so that's kind of what I'm looking at in the current range. What I'm looking at for lower, let's see. So again, like I was talking about, we have this another Gaussian curve, whatever you want to call it, distribution below us. And you can see we came into it a couple times, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 times. We're tapping onto it now. Something to keep in mind. When we trade back into here, I could see us kind of set up a trap where we come in, we attack these lows, and we kind of stall here, maybe near this high volume node or this naked point of control kind of here-ish area, and trap a bunch of people and kind of have a nasty correction. But once you are back in this range, again, you're really looking to buy these range lows. You don't want to, basically, you want to try to avoid trading in the middle here. Again, that kind of goes against what I just said, but just something I'm going to be looking for a short-term setup, kind of the trap below this low, get everyone emotional, tariffs, et cetera, et cetera. We kind of tap around here and then we explode up, just trap some people. Yeah, it could just end right here. Let's see how much percentage that would give you. Yeah, 3%. That's a healthy trade, but just something I'm looking at. So basically, that's one setup I'm looking at. If we do kind of hold this value area, high area, we'll see how the flows are, but I'm not so fast in getting in longs. It is Saturday. I do want to see how the stock market opens on Sunday evening. If we do nuke, these are just amazing um, opportunities if we get down here in this range, but you never know. We could come down here um, and chop around a bunch, nuke down here, and it's by no means over. We could really just fill out this low volume area, chop around a bunch. So not worried. A bunch of setups on the table, but it is looking, the market's a little bit toppy. Um, Spot has been selling and selling and selling and selling. It seems like they're not really stepping off the gas. Let's look at the Binance CVDs. It just shows you buys and sells. Let me delete this here. You can see it's basically been straight down. Definitely selling spot. Coinbase, a little bit harder to see because, let me delete this 1 second. A little bit harder to see just because this was that guy who just bought a crap load and then it nuked. But let's zoom in here. Yep, you can see as well they are selling. So spot selling, again, when spot is selling and let me show this here. When spot is selling and futures are buying, that's a bad sign. You want to really see for a healthy, constructive move. Either spot is moving up along with perps, or spot is going up and perps are going down. But you don't want to see perps going up and then spot going down. Basically, people are going to get trapped in their shorts, or sorry, their longs. They're going to have to puke, and then spot's just going to keep selling lower. What we have here is the difference between the spot tape. So only people actually buying and selling Bitcoin. And then you have the cumulative trade delta. Think about this just like as regular CVD with futures in it. And it's pretty obvious to see what happened. This kind of marked up. We were in this range. And yeah, we marked up. And then what happened? Oh, we just continued to sell all of our spot. So strong spot flows, again, kind of my overarching theme here. Just taking a look at this here, 1 second. Yeah, I mean, you guys can just see the, oops, the spot selling has been pretty bad. Let's go down to maybe a 5 minute here. So anyways, spot is selling. Let's look at this one here. So this is kind of showing us what the other chart was showing with the order book suite. I have mine set up as 5% away from price, and this red one's going to be 10%. Basically, 5% away, there's more bids. 10% away, there's more offers. You kind of have the same thing going on Coinbase. You see it's starting to flip, but not constructively. We do have some bids at 100K. Yeah, just some bids at 100K. Something to watch for sure. So is the Bitcoin top in? Um, Again, long term, definitely not. Long term, I'm definitely still bullish. The regulatory market has been amazing with what's going on. Short term, yeah, probably is. The spot selling we're seeing stocks kind of not doing as well. Now, is this my multi-year view? Not at all. Could we top for maybe a week, a couple months, 3, 4 months? Yeah. Do I think we make a new high over the next year? Yeah, that's kind of my plan, but just stay cautious. A lot of headline risk coming through with Trump, a lot of spot selling. Just kind of going to recap my thoughts. A lot of spot selling. We're not seeing the flip with the bids coming in? I mean, they are, but it's not nothing crazy. Um, so we'll see how they hold up. You know, they could always come into it and nothing happens. So again, let's be cautious as well about shorting down here. The traps that could set up when everyone's emotional, get everyone jamming into the lows, and then you kind of get that reversal. So, you know, definitely, I think I had 100K marked. Yeah, right around this top of the range. 100K is an important level. See if we come back into it. We'll get some constructive flows here. If not, again, the next setup I'm looking for would be this kind of point of control 96, 97, trap people under the lows, see how flows are down here. If not, we can always come up for the short retest here. Again, it's not this perfect. It could go all the way up here even, but we'll see what happens. And then the obvious opportunity would be if we trade into this void down here. So those are the setups I'm watching and kind of my current thoughts. All right, thanks.